Now to go deeper on the analysis of the VIII CELAC Summit held in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we welcome Ramón Grosfoguel, professor at the University of California in Berkeley. Welcome, Ramón.
I want to send greetings to everybody who is listening to this program.
Thank you for your time hearing from the South, Ramón. Ramón, our first question. The VIII CELAC Summit concluded very recently. What do you believe were the main elements of this summit held in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and its importance?
Well, I think that the unity of Latin America is the most important part of this summit. I think that there are consolidations in that direction right now. There are new bodies of organisms that are being organized from within the CELAC. For example, the proposal of President Maduro of creating a presidential commission to address day-to-day events as well as to have regular meetings, not just once a year, are some advancements in the process of the integration and unity of Latin America. This is crucial in the moment that Latin America is living today, which is the moment of the transition from the unipolar world to the multipolar world. The unipolar world, as everybody knows, is led by the US empire, and the multipolar world is led by a group of countries, emerging economies such as China, Russia, India, South Africa, and many others.
The ongoing genocide in Gaza, Ramón, and the crisis in Haiti were topics addressed by the heads of states. Many, in this and other contexts, have called for a reform in international mechanisms to face current challenges, like the UN. What can CELAC bring to the table in these geopolitical scenarios?
Yes, I think CELAC is right now becoming an international actor in the war arena. One of the major events happening as we talk is the genocide in Gaza. And this is promoted, financed, and militarily assisted by the unipolar world led by the US. They're the ones financing the genocide in Gaza for a long time now. And the CELAC is now a world that is calling for justice in Palestine and for the restructuring of the international organisms that are not able to do anything about what's going on there. They're just watching from afar, and those who have made declarations, they're not implementing the consequences of the declaration. For example, the International Court made some declarations recently, thanks to South Africa, about the conflict, and the genocide in Gaza, but they don't do anything. They're not moving a finger. There's no consequences. The genocide continues. So there is a failure in the existing international order led by US empire and its allies. Right now, all these international institutions are showing that they are corrupt. They are corrupt because they are lined up with the Western empires and doing nothing for the life of people who are victims of injustices, genocide, colonialism, imperialism.
Honduran President Xiomara Castro assumes the pro-tempore presidency of the bloc for this year. What are going to be the challenges she will face, and how do you believe can they be overcome, these challenges?
Well, U.S. empire is declining. So, and everybody knows that. Even the people inside the U.S. empire talks about it. There is a de-dollarization of the world economy, which means that the dollar has its days counted because dollar is not backed up in gold or any metal. The dollar is just printed paper without any serious value. And the more the international community begins to trade in other currencies, the dollar is just going down, and this is already happening in a very fast, accelerated ways. The U.S. empire is the more indebted country in the world. It has $34 trillion in debts. So this country, U.S. empire, is in a declining phase. In that process, they're trying to survive, or they're trying to move forward by using military force, by provoking wars, sanctions, blockades to the countries they see as enemies or as a threat to their power. And so this unipolar methods, unipolar world led by USA, is declining. Therefore, USA last resort to keep its status as an empire is Latin America. They lost their battles in the Middle East. They lost the commercial battle in Africa. They lost the commercial battle in Asia. They recovered the European markets with the war in Ukraine, where they basically pushed for sanctions against Russia, and then American companies came to replace the Russian companies. And so the challenge for Latin America is that now, where do you think the U.S. empire is going? It's going to try to consolidate its power in Latin America. It's the last remaining region in the world that U.S. has to keep their status as an empire. And therefore, we need to be very with an eye open, because I think the U.S. empire is going to escalate its aggression towards Latin America in the next several years, because they don't have anything else. They lost the battles in the rest of the regions of the world. After recovering Europe, where do you think they're going? They're coming back to Latin America to try to recover the lost terrain they have against China, Russia, other competing emerging economies. And they're going to try to also attack the anti-imperialist countries in the region and try to weaken them, because they're trying to line up Latin America again in a submissive way towards the domination of U.S. empire. This colonial strategy is one of the challenges that I think the CELAC is going to face in the next few years. How to maintain the sovereignty, how to maintain the independent policies of the region, and how to survive the aggressions of U.S. empire.
Thank you, Ramón, so very much for your time here from the South with us.